In this video, we are going to discuss Inside the Secret World of Ant Colonies, Nature's Superorganism. Have you ever stopped to watch a line of ants marching purposefully across the pavement? It's a sight we often take for granted, just a tiny, fleeting moment in our busy world. But if one were to look closer, really closer, you'd discover something quite extraordinary. You'd see that this isn't just a random trail of insects. It's actually a glimpse into a bustling hidden metropolis teeming with millions of individuals working together as one. This is the world of the ant colony, a society so intricately organized and cooperative that it functions not as a collection of individuals, but as a single unified being, a superorganism. It's a city, alive and breathing, right beneath our very feet. The concept of a superorganism is honestly, truly fascinating. Imagine for a moment that every single ant, every worker, every soldier, every forager, is like a single cell in a much larger body. No single ant can survive for long on its own, just as a single skin cell can't function independently of the human body. Each one has a specific role, a duty it carries out for the good of the whole. The colony itself is the organism. It grows, it breathes, it feeds, it defends itself, and it even reproduces. Their collective intelligence and cooperation create something far greater than the sum of its parts. When we see a simple mound of dirt, we're only seeing the very tip of the iceberg. Below the surface lies a complex network of tunnels and chambers, a subterranean city that can stretch for many meters in every direction. The construction of an ant colony is honestly a marvel of natural engineering, a process that begins with a single determined individual, a newly mated queen. After her nuptial flight, she finds a suitable location, sheds her wings, and digs a small, simple chamber. This tiny burrow is the very first stone laid in what will become a sprawling city. Here, she'll lay her first clutch of eggs, tending to them herself until they hatch into the colony's first generation of workers. These initial workers, though small, immediately begin the monumental task of expansion. They're the founding architects and laborers of a new society, driven by an innate blueprint for construction. With each grain of sand they excavate, they're sculpting their environment with purpose and precision. The tunnels they create are the roads, the highways, connecting vital areas and allowing for the smooth flow of traffic. As the colony grows, so does the complexity of its home. New chambers are hollowed out to serve specific functions. Nurseries, food storage, waste, disposal, resting chambers for weary workers. It's a world of incredible order. This hidden world operates on principles of unity and shared purpose that are almost difficult for us to comprehend. There is no single leader barking out orders, no central command telling each ant what to do. Instead, their society is governed by instinct, chemical signals, and simple rules that, when followed by millions, give rise to incredibly complex and intelligent group behavior. It's a silent, efficient, and relentless force of nature. The story of the ant colony is a story of ultimate cooperation, a testament to what can be achieved when individuals work together for a common cause, building a civilization in miniature. At the very heart of this society is the queen. She is not a ruler in the human sense. She doesn't give orders or govern her subjects. Rather, her singular, vital purpose is to lay eggs. Her body is a living factory, ensuring a constant supply of new citizens to replace the old and to fuel the colony's expansion. The vast majority of the colony's population is made up of sterile female workers. These are the jacks of all trades, the citizens who perform the countless tasks necessary to keep the city running. When they're young, they often work inside the nest as nurses, caring for the queen, her eggs, and the developing larvae. They meticulously clean the young, feed them, and move them to chambers with the perfect temperature. As they grow older, their roles may change. They might become maintenance workers, repairing tunnels, or sanitation workers, removing waste and dead ants from the nest to prevent the spread of disease, much like our own city's public works departments. Then there are the soldiers. In many ant species, a special caste of workers is born for one primary purpose: defense. These soldiers are often physically larger and stronger than their nestmates, equipped with powerful mandibles or jaws that act as weapons. They're the city's army and its police force. They'll fight fearlessly, often to the death, to protect their queen and their home. Finally, there are the foragers, the delivery workers of the ant world. These are typically the older, more experienced workers who take on the dangerous task of leaving the safety of the nest in search of food. Observing a trail of ants carrying food back to their nest is like watching a city's supply chain. A single forager might discover a large food source. This discovery is not kept secret. The ant will quickly return to the nest, leaving a chemical trail for its sisters to follow. A single ant becomes a team, then an entire army all transporting the prize. This is teamwork in its purest form, a decentralized system mobilizing a workforce. You will often see ants struggling with items far too large for one individual. One ant pulls from the front, another pushes from the back. Others join at the sides, lifting and turning to navigate obstacles. A slow, methodical process of collective problem solving. They communicate through touch and chemical signals, like construction workers maneuvering a heavy steel beam. Leafcutter ants practice agriculture. Foragers climb trees to slice leaves. Workers carry fragments in a long procession back to the nest. Inside, smaller ants take over. They chew leaves into pulp, then cultivate a special fungus. The ants eat the fungus, not the leaves, an assembly line of complexity and cooperation. Food distribution is just as organized. Foragers do not eat the food, they bring it back and share it through trophallaxis, a mouth-to-mouth liquid exchange. This feeds everyone, the queen, the developing brood, deep in the nest, soldiers at the entrance. The colony functions like a single stomach, with foragers as the mouth and internal workers distributing nutrients, a system built on sharing and mutual support, sustaining the superorganism. The silent, industrious world of the ant holds profound lessons for our own, often chaotic, human societies. The most powerful of these is the incredible strength found in cooperation. An ant colony achieves feats that would be impossible for any single ant. They use a sophisticated vocabulary of chemical sense, known as pheromones, to leave messages for one another. They also use touch, tapping one another with their antennae to pass along information. When a tunnel collapses, they do not panic, they rebuild. When a food source disappears, they do not starve. They send out new foragers to find another. Their society is not rigid, it is a fluid, decentralized network that can absorb shocks and solve problems collectively. There is no single point of failure. By empowering individuals and fostering local problem solving, we can create systems that are more robust, flexible, and capable of weathering any storm that comes our way. Perhaps the most inspiring lesson of all is the simple, selfless dedication of each ant. They work tirelessly without seeking personal reward or recognition. Their reward is the continuation and success of their colony, their family, their world. They show us that there is great meaning and purpose to be found in contributing to something larger than oneself. As we look out at our own complex world, with all its challenges, we might do well to remember the humble ant. We can learn from its unity, its communication, and its unwavering commitment to the collective good. The blueprint for a better world might just be hidden in the dirt, right beneath our feet. If you liked it, tap that like and hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next.